Hey, so in this video I just wanted to talk to you guys about using Powershell. It's a great program. I've been using it a lot lately. To open up PowerShell, you're just going to want to type in PowerShell into your start bar. Obviously you need to be on a Windows machine for PowerShell to work. The equivalent on Linux is Bash, and then on Mac OS X they use Terminal. They're all basically the same flavor. So it starts off in a root directory where, which is specified within the PowerShell program. If you were to go to PowerShell again, I believe if you open file location, properties, it's gonna start in home drive, home path. If you don't know what these mean, they are the environment variables that are set in your machine. I believe in my Java tutorial video I go through some stuff with environmental variables. You can look there. I might make a full video about what they are and how important they are and whatever. But here's some stuff you can know about the PowerShell interface. So we're here. There's nothing too much to do. The way you kind of move around and do things in PowerShell is by typing. So help is generally a good thing to do, or you can hold enter and go through all this. Let's maximize this so that it's our whole screen. This is interesting. I've never seen it displayed like this before. So just holding enter to get through all of it. Okay, cool. So yeah, help is displays some stuff and talks to you a little bit about some of the things that you can use in getting around whatever. But there's some okay, yeah. So some interesting commands that you're gonna want to know is ipconfig. This is anything that's connected to your local area for your network, so you can see where you what you are. Typically, stuff is set to 192.168.1.0. Something along these lines is usually your local area connection stuff. But some other interesting things. So if you want to move around, so we can do this, and then we can have a file directory open on the other one. So let's go to here where we are. We're in C users DWAS. C users DWAS. So that's here on my machine. So if we wanted to change into something, let's go workspace. Now we've just changed a file, or changed a directory, so we've just gone one directory deeper. That's the equivalent of clicking on this and going in here. If we wanted to list everything so that we could see all the files in there, you can just do dir or ls, I believe. Either of these work. This is reminiscent of what's on Linux. They use ls. dir is a specific command. I don't think it's on Mac either. So this will tell you what files are in, and then the type of mode that it's in. So we know that these are both directories in here, but so if we wanted to say make a file, I believe it'll be echo some words, and then we'll put those into a text file. So some words.text. So now if you noticed over here, our some words text file appeared. So the echo command, when by itself, normally will just display words on the command line, but when you use this arrow, it'll pipe it into a text file, and if the text file does not exist, it will make it itself, as you saw here. So let's open this up outside of the editor. That's really cool, but say we didn't want to leave our PowerShell interface, we could just type some words, and it'll print it out on the command line. That's really neat. So type will just read out whatever the file is onto the command line. Also, you should be careful with echo, because I believe that this will just overwrite anything that was in the file. So say we wanted to say these are also things, and we're going to put those goes into the sum words.text. Another something interesting that you're going to want to note how to do is that if you like type out a couple of letters and hit tab, you can use tab completion to complete the end of your word so that it can finish faster. This is unhelpful. There we go. So the reason it was being annoying is that when you select something like that, and then have the editor, or then have the mode set to the select mode, if you want to enter, you get out of it, and then enter again to get back into the insert mode. Something annoying. So also with most editors, right click is copy and also paste. So when it's in highlight mode, that's copy, and when you are in the insert mode, that's paste. Those are some easy things that you can do with PowerShell, just to kind of get an idea of playing around with it. There's a lot more advanced things that you can do with it, specifically like running files and things like that. So if you want to actually execute files, they have to be in a certain format, and then you can just kind of call them within PowerShell itself, and it works pretty cool. Alright, see you guys in the next video.